The Tree of Might, or by its Japanese name, Dragon Ball Z, A Super Decisive Battle for Earth, is the third film released by Toei Animation in the DBZ series. It premiered in 1990 and was released on home video the following year. Before we begin, here's a little bit of trivia. The Tree of Might was actually initially designed by Akira Toriyama himself. This movie opens with Krillin, Oolong, Bulma, and Gohan camping in the woods. Suddenly, everything catches aflame and the forest burns quickly. Gohan and Krillin go and unleash their ki to get rid of the flames. Along the way, Gohan meets a dragon named Icarus, and it becomes very fond of him due to Gohan saving the dragon's life. After that, a fun opening credit sequence begins, with the gang finding the Dragon Balls to restore the forest to its former healthy state. Later on in the film, it is revealed that a Saiyan survivor named Turles exists, and he travels to Earth with his men. Turles' plan is to plant a seed that grows into the Tree of Might, a tree that bears fruit which, if he eats, gives a massive power boost. However, when the Tree of Might is fully grown, it starts to sap all of the nutrients on the planet, leaving it barren and empty of nature or water. Of course, Goku receives note of this however, so him and the rest of the Z fighters head off to stop Turles and his henchmen. Turles looks identical to Goku, with the exception of having a scouter on and the Saiyan battle armor. Before I move on to my sentiments of the movie itself, I just need to address that Masako Nozawa's performance as Turles is fucking fantastic. Turles is such an awesome villain since he's so calm and collected, but he takes no shit from his enemies. This guy is no pushover whatsoever. The action scenes for this movie was nice too, particularly the part where Goku was taking on all of Turles' henchmen at once. You know the moment I'm talking about, the one in the Rock the Dragon opening. This is my favourite film out of the Dead Zone, World's Strongest, and Tree of Might films. All of these movies share a different atmosphere, but this one totally works. The dead-looking trees and the decaying scenery really added to the Tree of Might tremendously. I really appreciate how it seemed like Goku was absolutely pushed to his limits, even using the Genki Dama and it not working out. I feel like the ending was definitely a cop-out however, and it seemed like Toei was desperately trying to end the movie, but they picked up the worst possible option. Anyway, the start of the film kind of reminded me of those old Dragon Ball PSAs, but this time it was about how we should protect the environment. Kidding aside, if I had to compare it to another franchise, I guess the Tree of Might would sort of be the Return of the Jedi out of the original Star Wars movies. In a nutshell, I had a blast watching this movie again. The villain was threatening and added a real sense of danger for Goku and his friends. Also, there was a great use of minor characters and special moves like the Special Beam Cannon and the Destructo Disc. And finally, the action was really enjoyable too throughout the film. I have to criticize the ending though, since it could have been handled way better than it was executed. Although I assume they didn't want to kill off Turles using the Genki Dama again like the last movie, so they went for a different approach. Apart from that, I'd give this film a 4.5 out of 5 Dragon Balls. See you later!